Hello, I'm back and the ingredients are ready, so it's time for me to make a cup of coffee and maybe wait for some people to come in. We got the ingredients out. Got the white onion chopped up. I've got the potatoes chopped up. In this bowl, we've got the celery and the carrots chopped up. You can see how everything is chopped up really well. Okay, we've got our ingredients here set out and ready to use for our base. You can find all these ingredients in the description of this video. So we got the stuff posted over here as well, ready to go. All right. Get everything set up here. All right. So
Here you trouble.
we got our pot.
Huh?
It's a nice big size pot. I
Oh,
couldn't tell you exactly how many quarts it is or exactly what the size is, but you know, you can tell.
How much money you spent for it?
Yeah. But it's a really good pot and it works well for what I do. So you're gonna put the heat on medium. Now I have an electric stove top, so they tend to run a little hotter than gas, a lot of people say. But you're gonna put it on medium heat, and then we're gonna take our vegetable broth. Hey, you're here on time. Well, it's good to see you. You're just in time. I've got all the ingredients together. In the live stream I had this morning, I spent like 2 hours just chopping things and talking to a few people, and had to make a little errand. But now I'm back, and all the ingredients are ready to go, and we're going to start cooking. So, like I was saying, I got my pot here, and it's on the electric stove top, and I've got it set on. Hello, good life. How you doing? I've got it set on medium heat. Hello, hello. So I've got just a vegetable broth, and I'm going to pour the whole thing in. Pour the whole thing in my pot. Oh, okay. Hey, Luke. Yeah, I remember you. Hey, how's it going, man? Yeah, I'm doing a little cooking today, making my soup. All right, so I got the vegetable broth in, and now you don't have to use this brand. This is a brand that I've used before, but any tomato sauce that's roasted garlic or roasted tomato garlic sauce, just going to pour that in with your vegetable broth. Get all that in there. Okay. And we're gonna have beef broth. So now the beef broth, I'm not going to use the whole. I'm making a vegetable beef soup. The beef broth, I'm not going to use the whole one. The vegetable broth, I pour the whole carton of that, and I use the whole jar of the roasted garlic tomato sauce. But the beef broth, I'm going to use about half of that. And again, this depends on how much you're making. You can adjust the amounts of the ingredients, to what amount you want to make. So right now, I've got that heating up on the stove top. on medium heat. So I've got the roasted garlic tomato sauce and the vegetable broth and the beef broth heating up. Now once that gets heated up, stir it up a little bit, and then I'll start adding my seasoning and get the base seasoned. So right now we just gotta wait. While we're waiting, my coffee's ready. Oh, I need my coffee because I'm very tired. Yeah, today's been a lot for me. So, trying to be more and more active, trying to push myself to do more, and it's going to be much easier for you guys if you want to make this soup, because you can go back in the video and you can just fast forward past, so many things. You can just look at, and I listed all of the ingredients in the description of the video. So, some of you who, cook regularly, you can just look at the ingredients and you can probably figure out how to put it together yourself, or, tweak it the way that you want to. I could freeze it, but every time I make it, we eat it within 3 to 3.5 days. Me and my wife, we just eat it pretty much every meal of the day. It's so good. Except for breakfast. Breakfast we'll have like a bowl of cereal or something like that. But we'll have the soup for lunch and dinner for the next few days. And oh, that's good. Oh, I tell you, I didn't used to be a coffee drinker, but now that I've been dealing with just being so run down, I just had to. I said, well, let me try coffee, and I gotta tell you, the more I drink coffee, the more I love it. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So. Yeah, so right now I'm just stirring this a little bit. I know you can't see in the frame, but kind of get the idea. I'm just stirring that vegetable broth and the roasted garlic tomato sauce and the beef broth. And again, the ingredients are listed in the description. Oh. So, I'll show you guys over here. I've got rosemary and parsley flakes, oregano leaves. This is just a garlic multi-purpose herb seasoning. And then I've got the minced garlic here. Red pepper flakes, salt and pepper. I've got chopped white onion. And I'm going to saute this onion with the minced garlic in some olive oil. Once this sauce gets hot, I'll start sauteing that, and then I'll add it to the sauce. And then over here, I've got a mixture of celery and carrots chopped up really good. And then there's some russet potatoes that are chopped up really good there. And over here, we've got Petite diced tomatoes. And we've got cut green beans. This particular brand gives a really good flavor. I don't know if everybody will have this available. This is really good. It's going to add that to that. And then some sweet yellow corn. Okay. So that's what we're working with. Do you ever use a crock pot or slow cooker for this soup? No, For this soup, I've never done that before because the first time that I put this recipe together, I had it in a pot, and when I started combining the ingredients, it was too much. It was too much to fit in the pot, so I had to go over to my neighbor's house and borrow a bigger pot from them. And it turned out so good that I just never adjusted the recipe to make a smaller amount. I just bought me a bigger pot. So this particular recipe that I do, it wouldn't fit. It wouldn't fit in a slow cooker, but I mean, it would if I if I cut the ingredients down. If I just cut everything in half and put it in a slow cooker, I probably could. But I like to cook my carrots and celery for a while before I add the potatoes and tomatoes, and before I add the potatoes and the green beans and everything, because the celery and the carrots take longer to cook. So yeah, I just think it would have a better flavor and a better taste if I'm cooking it this way. I mean, it makes more work, but for me, this is like therapy, like therapeutic. It's not about like getting it done easier or quick. It's about, me doing something to get me more active and, get me moving around and doing stuff. So, I mean, if I just throw in a few things in a crock pot would be easier, but it wouldn't be as good, as far as the therapeutic side of it. Okay, now this is starting to warm up a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and add in my cans of Petite diced tomatoes. Because these Petite diced tomatoes, they're actually going to be part of the base sauce. So they're going to go in early so that they can blend in and be part of that base, that sauce. Dump those in there. A little ASMR. Oh. Okay, second one. Okay. All right, get rid of these cans. And I'm actually using my Vibe right now. I've got it set to the low back pain setting. I got it just tucked in my waistband there while I'm cooking. And if you're interested in getting a Vibe for yourself, there's a link in the description as well. All right, so how is everybody doing tonight? Am I the only one cooking? Everybody's getting ordering pizza, perhaps. It's been a few months, but has your son recovered well from his wisdom teeth? Yes, he is. He's recovered well from the wisdom teeth. It's actually like it never happened as far as the bad part of it goes. So it's he's not dealing with anything negative from that. And thanks for asking. He's doing good. They are my daughter. She's entering an art contest. So her and my wife have left with her artwork to enter it in, the contest. And my son is staying secluded in the back so that he doesn't get on the camera. So, just waiting on this to heat up. Yeah, so like I said, once the sauce gets warm to where it starts to simmer a little bit, then I'll go ahead and saute the onion and the minced garlic with some olive oil and mix that in with the sauce. And Meow Meow, I appreciate you, and you know, yeah, over the time that I've had this channel, you know, all the support that you've given me, all the comments. Hey, look who it is. Yeah. The thing, all right, here's the thing about the vibe and being worried about buying it. You know, I've never promoted anything on this channel. Never done anything like this. And so it was really a big deal for me to, you know, if I was going to tell somebody about something where they're going to be spending their hard-earned money for it, you know, and trying to get something. And it has a lot of settings. It has settings for anxiety, constipation, migraines, neck pain, back pain, fibromyalgia, migraines, PTSD. I mean, the list goes on and on. So I don't think that all of those settings will work for everyone, but I have had enough results and experience with it to firmly say that I believe that there are settings on there that everyone will find beneficial to them, and beneficial enough that it's worth getting. So, now the way that it works, the way that it's been explained to me is that the cells in your body, they have like a, I was thinking of getting it for an arthritis pain. Yeah, there's actually an arthritis setting as well. The cells in your body, they have an electric charge or voltage, if you will, and over time, for different reasons, the charge may become depleted. My mom used to say that, you know, we started losing our health when we stopped walking around barefoot everywhere. Because, you know, having your bare feet on the earth, you know, you would charge your body, you know, that you would get, you know, that the earth has natural frequencies that charge through your bodies. And I always thought it was a bunch of hubbub. But that's kind of the premise that this works on. It channels a magnetic current, or I don't really think you'd call it a current, but it channels magnetic into your body to recharge those cells so that those cells can be more efficient at healing your body. PEMF has been around for a long time. There's a lot of studies behind it. Yes, absolutely. There's a lot of studies behind it, and this product in particular, the Vibe, has a lot of reviews, a lot of positive reviews, and everything. So I mean, that's what made me feel comfortable enough about telling you guys about it and offering it to you. Now, of course, I pictured in my mind someone dealing with something and being so frustrated because they have something going on like fibromyalgia or something else. And then they're thinking, oh, well, you know, maybe this is the good thing for me. And I would hate for somebody to be in that situation and get that and then not get the results that they wanted. I would hate that. But again, it has multiple settings for multiple things. And I think that everybody will find something that's beneficial for them. It's not like taking a pill. You are supposed to, the programs last like 45 minutes. So right now I'm running a low back pain program. And all you have to do is just press it against your skin somewhere. And it has a little lanyard. You can wear it around your chest if you want to. but I just tuck mine in my waistband and have it right against my skin there. And I just run the 45-minute program. And I run the PTSD program before I go to bed. And it helps me sleep, and it's made my mood so much better. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, you know, from the little videos I've done. I just feel better, like inside, like I just feel happier, I guess. And then when I game, I wear a headset, and sometimes I get tinnitus. It's a really bad pain in my ear, and I use the tinnitus setting. I just tuck it in my waistband just like now. And it really helps with my tinnitus. I mean, I've been in the kitchen today. I mean, my first live stream was like 2 hours. And hunched over, and my shoulders and my neck and my back, you know, just started hurting so bad. And I put it on this low back pain setting, and had it tucked in my waistband. And all the pain's not gone away. But it has decreased the pain enough to where I'm able to do this. And it's still bothering me. It's not like it just wiped it out, but it's made me feel better. So, I mean, when I'm standing here saying this, I mean, it's just like I just don't even feel like it's a real thing. But I mean, all I know is what it's done for me, guys. And I mean, so. Okay, so let's stir this up. But yeah, if you want to check out more information on it or pick up one, the link is in the description for our affiliate link for Arizona Health. Okay, now this is hot enough now. My wife has joined me
For a brief moment.
for a brief moment.
I ain't gonna cook
You
for
might
him.
want to
He's a chef.
walk by and say hello to everybody.
I already said hello. I already gave
Oh,
him
that's
the
from
sense.
this morning. This is other people.
Oh, other people.
Yeah, we've got 7 people in here right now. And some of
Dang,
some
you're
of our regulars.
popular. I'm
Some of our
jealous.
regulars. Yeah.
Come on, Archie, get inside.
Okay.
Bravo, come on.
All right.
I have the same question.
Okay. All right. So
Oh,
I think I had to do this. Set this right here. All right. I'm gonna take some extra virgin olive oil and put it in my
Excuse me.
pan.
There it is, right here.
And roll it around. Oops.
Way too much.
I guess it would help if I turned on the right eye.
Yeah.
So that's going to take a second to heat up. And you can be more liberal with your olive oil. It's not going to hurt anything if you want to use more olive oil. Okay. While that is warming up, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add in our rosemary. Huh? You saw Amber Dog? Okay. So we're just going to do a little sprinkle of rosemary. Okay.
Is brand coming?
All right. Then we got parsley flakes. We're going to do a little sprinkle of parsley flakes.
I'm waiting on a package from Walmart just to let you know.
We got oregano leaves. Thanks, Todd, for explaining the vibe and very interesting. I'm watching your cooking, and you're looking great, by the way. Oh, I'll tell her you said hello. Thank you, Michelle. All right, so we're doing oregano leaves now. I'm always a little bit more. Say hey to Michelle. Australia. Yeah, Michelle's from Australia.
Awesome.
She's one of the regular people. Yeah. All right, so this is oregano
seasoning?
oregano leaves, and I'm usually pretty generous with the oregano. I like that flavor. All right, and we've got garlic herb. It's like a multi-purpose garlic herb seasoning. I'm gonna put a little bit of that in there. Don't hold the dog over the food.
He's just assisting.
He's assisting.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's evaluating.
Okay.
Quality control.
Okay. All right, now the red pepper flakes. You gotta be careful with these.
Because if you put too much, your wife or spouse or man, whatever, he's not gonna eat them.
Yeah. So just a little dash.
That's enough.
Right. And gonna do salt.
I say sweet boy. I say sweet boy.
Salt.
I say sweet boy. Sweet boy, sweet boy, sweet boy. I say sweet, silly boy.
Jeez, you're really...
Okay. It seems like I'm doing it a lot, but you got to keep in mind there's a lot of stuff that's going in there. So your base, you want it to be very seasoned.
We're going to the wife.
So you want your base to be really seasoned so that there's enough seasoning in there to cover the other items once they go in. So. And I've made this enough that I know how much it takes. Now, if you're just starting out, you may want to put just a smaller amount. Oh. Yeah, everybody was in here. I didn't expect that. Yeah. You may just want to put just a smaller amount and then, you know, taste it and then add a little of this or add a little of that. Okay. All right. So now our skillet is warm enough. We're going to take this onion. Okay, we want garlic, minced garlic. Garlic is really good for you. Yeah, I'm just going to saute that. Keep moving it around. Move it around a lot. What you want to do is just to have that onion lightly brown, just very, very light brown on the onion. And you want to make sure that you got all your other seasonings, your tomatoes, and everything over here in your base, and that your base is already simmering when you get this going. I'm a firm believer that when you're combining things, that the temperature of those things matters. That it matters, you know, if one thing is a different temperature than another thing when you're combining it. So whether or not that's true, I have no idea, but I know it works for me. Oh, it smells fantastic. This doesn't take long. I've got this just a little bit above medium heat on this electric stovetop. Again, you just want that white onion just be lightly browned. Just have start to get a light brown tint to it. Okay. We're just going to empty it in the pot. Scrape all that in there. What I like to do is I take my big spoon I got here and I pour the sauce into the pan, just enough to kind of rinse the pan out. Kind of rinse the pan out into the soup. I want to get all of that garlic and onion flavor and everything. I want to get it all out of there. So I'll just use the soup to, okay. Use the soup to rinse it out of there. Okay. There we go. Alright, so okay. Now we got that going in there. Stir it up a little bit. Man, it smells good, I'm telling you. I already know it's gonna be. This is gonna be a good batch. It's gotta be, because I made it with you guys. Can't have this, can't have this turning out bad after all this, Alright, so now we got our celery and our carrots, and that's gonna go in first. That's gonna be our first veggies. Well, besides the tomatoes, of course, that we already put in there. So we got our carrots and our celery. Carrots and the celery take longer to cook. So, now, here comes the interesting part about it being a live stream. Is this needs to cook for half an hour. On medium heat, maybe just a little bit above medium heat, needs to cook for half an hour. So, I'm going to stir it up a little bit. Now, while this is cooking for the half hour, let me see if I can get the phone over here and show you guys. Oops. Just look at that. And we don't even have the vegetables in yet. We don't even have the vegetables in yet. Okay. So we're gonna put the lid on that and let that cook. All right, got the top on there. Let me find my little stand. Oh, there it is. All right, so while that is covered, I'm gonna go over here and throw away that. Get out our colander. There it is. Oh, Lord. Oh, okay. Okay. We're going to get out our colander. I have a sip of coffee. All right. Let's see if I can set this up here. Y'all bear with me. Okay. All right, so in the colander, let's get this out of the way. We're gonna open a couple of cans of these cut green beans. I'm not particular what brand you get. This is just a cheap brand from Aldi grocery store. Okay. So okay. So you're gonna put your green beans into your strainer, colander, what are you gonna call it? I think it's called a colander. Strainer. So you're going to pour your green beans in there so that they can drain. I've got 2 cans of green beans. And you're going to do, I do 2 cans of green beans and 1 can of sweet yellow corn. And I'm just going to pour that corn into that strainer right on top of those green beans. Okay. Okay, so then I'm gonna rinse off. I'm gonna rinse off the corn and the green beans. I'm gonna rinse them off with water. I'm gonna let that sit and drain. Come back over here and stir our pot a little bit. Stir that a little bit. Okay. Now, you are going well, Todd. Love watching. Was so excited for you to say hello to me. Soup looking so good. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. It's so good for you to be in my kitchen with me. You know, we don't have a lot of guests here, so it's nice to have some for a change. Oh, okay. So, while all this is cooking over here, I am going to do a little cleanup. I'm going to wash some of these dishes while the pot's boiling. And then once that celery and the carrots, once they've been cooking long enough to where, which is that half hour, like I said, then I'm going to add these green beans and corn and potatoes. I'm going to add all that in there. And then while that's simmering, I'm going to cook my lean hamburger meat. And I'm just going to lightly brown it. I'm going to set it to the side so that the grease and everything can drain off of it. So right now, take advantage of the time that I have with that pot simmering and go ahead and try to do a little cleanup. You know, that's something that I tried to teach people that I've trained over the years in my job, that you want to make the most of your time. You want to make the most of your time. You want to, take advantage of your in-between time. You know, like right now, that's boiling, so you know, I might as well go ahead and get these, you know, some dishes washed, cleaned up. So if watching Todd do dishes on a Monday night was on your, or Monday morning, Tuesday morning, whatever time zone you are, if that was on your bingo card, then yeah, bingo, yeah, you got it. So. Go ahead and stir this up a little bit. Ooh. Got to be down there. It's too hot. Now again, I know I've said this a few times, but this will be a lot easier on the playthrough because you can skip past a lot of these things. You know, if you want to try to make this for yourself or something like it, you know, and so you know you have the option of the fast forwarding through past a lot of this stuff. You know, but some of us have been talking. Some of us have been talking to each other only through the comments for a while now, so it's nice to actually be live together for a change. At least it's, you know, really nice for me to have you guys here for a change. Okay. Oh man. All right, let's take a 5. Oh, my coffee's getting cold. Ugh. I hope you do more cooking shows. I don't know. I mean, maybe if I come up with a different dish, but this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's I don't know. It's when I'm normally cooking it, I take a lot more breaks, but since I'm live streaming, I'm trying to make things move more smooth. So this is a Martinichka. This is a Bulgarian tradition. These bracelets, around the beginning of March, to wear these bracelets. And my wife's from Bulgaria, and every year my wife's mother sends us these Martinichka bracelets to wear, you know, in honor of that Bulgarian holiday. So that's why I'm wearing that bracelet. And I don't want to get it messed up while I'm doing these dishes here. Now, Michelle, what time is it for you where you are? I think it's like early morning, like Tuesday morning, right? Yeah, I was right. It's Tuesday morning, 9:15 in the morning. Okay. And is it still really hot there? Or are you guys starting to go into the cooler season now? I don't know if you heard me. I said, is it really hot where you're at, or are you guys? Because I think it's like end of summer for you right now, because your seasons are different. Yeah, the high at the moment has been okay. Yeah, I think that's like 80 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not exactly sure. Let me see here. Okay. Now this has been simmering, actually boiling really good. This has been boiling really good for about 16 minutes. So now it's cooked long enough for me to try and taste it and see how the seasoning is. Oh, since it's really hot, I'm gonna get a little bowl here, and I'm just gonna put a little bit in there so I can let it cool off, and then I can taste it to see if I need to add anything. And again, I'm going to be adding these potatoes and peas and green beans and corn in there, plus the meat. So I need for it to be like heavily seasoned, so that the seasoning is enough to carry over everything. Now I hope you guys can hear me okay. If I need to speak louder, let me know. I had earbuds in on the stream earlier today, and they kept falling out. The earbuds kept falling out, so I thought I would try to do it without the earbuds. Okay. Definitely need some pepper. And a little bit, some pepper and a little bit more of this multi-purpose garlic seasoning. And we should be good to go. Should be good to go after that. Okay. All right. We are in autumn now, but days have been still very warm. How does it taste? Will the family all have soup for tea? Well, you know, the sad thing is that I can't get my kids to eat the soup. My wife, she eats it. She loves it, but I can't get the kids to eat it. They're just so used to junk, to everything processed, and whenever I do anything, you know, fresh or anything like that, they just don't want to. They don't want to have anything to do with it, unfortunately, and I hate it. But I can't force them to eat anything. I remember, I mean, like my son, he's always been so picky. I mean, even when he was little, I would try to force him to eat stuff, and he would just spit it out right there. Like we'd be at a restaurant, you know, and he'd just spit it out right there at the restaurant, you know. So and some things never change. But I hate that they're missing out. One thing, it's gotten, see, bet the kids will like it when they're adults. That's how I was. Yeah, yeah. I've had this thought in my head that, or like a vision or whatever, that years down the road I'm going to get a phone call from my daughter and she's going to ask me for that recipe for the soup. You know, and so I hope that that's what happens. I don't know if it actually will, but that would be nice. That would make me feel good. So, no. I tell you, I'm wore out. I tell you, it's like everything that I do, the amount of effort that it takes to do it, it feels like it's like 10 times more than what it should be. So I have given up. I've given up on waiting for this pain and everything to go away or get better, and I've just decided I've got to find a way to manage my life and to do things in spite of the pain. I mean, so because if I keep waiting, you know, for it to go away, for it to not be there, then I mean I'm just wasting so much of my life just waiting. I don't have that, you know, I may or may not have that to waste. So I've got to try, you know, to push myself in spite of the pain to, you know, to do more. But oh yeah, I think you told me about the pumpkin soup. Oh dear, I can relate to my grandkids. My youngest son was very fussy eater. I absolutely love homemade soup. I made pumpkin soup so delicious. Yeah, you were telling me about making pumpkin soup. And it seems like I heard somebody else say something about a pumpkin soup, and that's not something I'm familiar with, but you know what? I bet you my wife would love that. I bet you she would love a pumpkin soup. Please, Lord Jesus, don't let me accidentally drop my phone in the dishwater. That would be bad. I would need a separate GoFundMe. Like, please, everyone, I've made a GoFundMe. I've ruined my phone while during a live stream. Can you please help me out? No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have that experience. So please don't let my phone fall in the dishwater. Something else is I have been really fortunate that the little bit of time that I've been live streaming, I haven't had to deal with, you know, bad entities or people doing stupid stuff. So I'm very, very thankful for that. Just had at the beginning of this stream that we're on right now, somebody popped in and said something inappropriate, but I think they got the idea right away that, you know, this wasn't the place for that without anybody even having to say anything, and they left. So that's good. You know, I mean, in that sense, I've been really fortunate. Well, I imagine I could, but I didn't have to. He left on his own, so I didn't have to. But yeah, I'm sure there's a way that I can block them if I have to. But in that sense, I'm going back to that. I'm really fortunate because, I mean, I've had this channel for, I mean, you guys know, like over a year, and the community has just been great. It's just been awesome. Now, there was another guy who has a horrible cancer that I had made a video that was broadly talking about him in general, just kind of, I guess, talking about him a little bit in a way that only people that were already familiar with him would understand. And I did get some hate, or some people saying stupid stuff because of me talking about him in the video, and I guess that's really partially my fault, because I mean, I don't know why I thought to bring it up in a video. Anyway, I had it in my head that if I was talking about him in a general way, like not saying specifically who he was, that other people who had ran into him, that they would know who I was talking about. So it was like we were having an open conversation that was also a private conversation. But I don't know, maybe somebody said, hey, this guy on this other channel is, you know, saying stuff about you or whatever. But anyway, yeah, no drama. It's not a drama channel. Oh, man. I need to sit down. Hey, Luke, what's going on? I'm about wore myself out. I have to sit down. Yeah, I'm tired. This has been a lot more activity for me than I'm used to. But all things considered, I'm handling it pretty good, I think. But the longer that I'm bent over this sink, the more all this nerve pain is starting to catch up with me. But I'm actually really surprised. I'm really surprised that I've been able to do as much of this today as I have been able to. I will be glad when the soup is done. Yeah, I have made a lot of progress. You're absolutely right. I'll be glad when the soup is done and I can flop into my chair. And I'm pretty sure that as soon as I do, I'm probably gonna pass out. Probably gonna be out. I think I'm gonna try another setting on this. I'm gonna try another setting and see if that helps. Because I had it on low back pain, and I'm gonna try it on the neck pain setting. I'm still experimenting with it, and trying different things and different combinations of things to see what works the best. I want to get the most use out of it, have the best results. Okay. It is time to add the rest of our vegetables. So, this is hot, hot, hot. Ooh. Just saw that coming. Yeah, this is hot, hot, hot. All right, so I'm gonna give this a good stir. Put this over here. All right, in go our potatoes. See if I can turn the camera. All right, so in go our potatoes. All right. got our corn and our green beans that we've had draining over there all this time. We're going to leave this drainer out because we're going to need it to drain the grease off of the hamburger meat when we brown the hamburger meat. Alright. That's another reason why it's good to have your sauce. Hey Luke, that's why another reason why it's good to have your sauce really hot, so when you start putting your vegetables in. Oh, and it's also good to not lose your can opener while you're cooking. Oh, alright, so apparently I thought it was a good idea to put the can opener in the dishwater. It's a good thing I remembered. Alright, now we're going to open that can of filled peas with snaps with Vidalia onions seasoning. You can find something that's the equivalent of that. And we're just going to pour that whole can with the seasoning in there. This is filled peas with snaps, Vidalia onions, if you want to do your own. And again with this, I like to take a little bit of the soup and rinse it out. Rinse that can out. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna stir it up real good. Let's see. I can see you getting tired. Now understand. Yeah, having lunch is no good. Your soup looks amazing. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it goes. Can you all see if y'all can see in there? I mean, just look at how hearty that is. I mean, it's just chocked full of vegetables. I mean, this is a meal, and I don't have the beef in yet. So I like to eat this with crackers or corn chips. Either one is really good. Right now, I'm just going to stir it up real good, and then I'm going to put the top back on it to let it simmer. Okay. Put the top back on there and let it simmer. And try to find a place to put this phone. Oh, I'm gonna do that. No, that ain't gonna work. Let's see. Let's set it over here. Yeah, I wish you could too. I wish I could send you some. So now I'm gonna move this to the back eye out of the way. It's that back eye was already on, and make room for my skillet. pan. Okay, so now I need to brown my hamburger meat. Hey Diane, how you doing? It's good to see you. Oh. You're about to see me pass out on the floor. Oh no. Okay, so this is a little over a pound of very lean hamburger meat. This is only has 7% fat. So I'm gonna. Sorry about that. That was loud. I'm gonna cook this hamburger meat. And we're just gonna get it lightly brown. It's gonna finish. The hamburger meat is gonna finish cooking in the pot with all the vegetables, and we really want that meat to absorb all those flavors that's in the pot. So we're just gonna lightly brown the meat before we put it in there. Okay. So I chopped up that hamburger meat in there. Now we're going to add some salt and some pepper. Okay. All right. Now, take this plate, paper towels, set my drainer down there. Okay. Such a very healthy meal for you, Todd. Hopefully it gives you lots of energy. After your cooking live, I will bake some banana muffins. Oh, okay. And you're gonna have to find a way to share that that pumpkin soup recipe with us. The pumpkin soup, is it hard to prepare? Oh, it's very easy to prepare. Okay, well that's good. Is there, you think the ingredients that you need or that you use, or that You know, I could find them here in the States, or do you think some of the things are just specific to where you are? 'Cause, I mean, we got plenty of pumpkin here, that's for sure. Throw some more oregano in there. Feel like I'm running a marathon over here. Okay. Alright, just lightly brown the meat. I'm gonna just pour it off into the strainer so that all that grease can be draining off of there. Stir it up in there to let that grease run off, drain off onto the paper towel that's down there. Try to get as much of that grease off there as I can. Set that on there. Alright. Now I think you can buy the ingredients where you are. Only need butternut, pumpkin, potatoes, chicken stock, onion, cream. Okay. Alright. Ooh. Some water. I'm going to add some more of this garlic multi-purpose seasoning. Stir it up. All that needs to cook for a while. The meat is over there. The grease is draining off the meat. The rest of the vegetables are added in there, and we've added a little bit more seasoning. All right, guys, bear with me. Okay, so we added We had a little bit more seasoning. And we're going to let that simmer for a while. Hey, Peter. How you doing, friend? It's good to see you. I'm glad that you dropped in. You've missed my marathon. Yes, that's right. I've just ran 10 miles, Peter. Maybe 15. But I'm holding up pretty good. Okay, so that needs to simmer for a while. Actually, that needs to... Tuesday morning in Hong Kong, you know, you're on the same time zone as Michelle there, Michelle Blacka. She's in Australia, so it's also Tuesday morning for her. So, and you two guys are both regulars on my channel. So, it's good to have you here together. You just had a big celebration in Hong Kong. It just concluded, right? You was telling me about it. It had something to do with the... I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember. Something to do with the dead. Trying to remember what the name of it was. But it's people in Hong Kong, they burn things, and the things that they burn is supposed to go to loved ones that have passed away. Or please feel free to correct me anytime if I'm off. I don't know what I'm talking about. Trying this foggy brain of mine, trying to remember exactly what it was. The Hungry Ghost, yes, festival. Oh, it's later in the year. Why was I thinking that it had already taken place? For some reason I was thinking that you and I were talking about that. And I don't remember how it got brought up. But anyway. Oh, it's July or August. Okay. But July and August isn't that like cold weather for you? Is the weather cold for you there? In July and August? Or is it warm? Oh, you had the Chinese New Year. Okay. That's what it was. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you have typhoons. Yeah, Michelle was saying that they just recently had a cyclone. So you have typhoons. We have tornadoes here in Alabama, where I live. In the United States, we have tornadoes. You have typhoons. And Michelle was telling me that they recently got hit with a cyclone. She said that everybody safe. Yes, we have hurricanes and tornadoes here. Yes, meow meow. Hurricanes are especially bad. I have been through a couple of hurricanes myself. 2004? Yeah. 2004, I had moved to Florida. I was working in Destin, Florida. Oh, it's nice to see you. Thanks for joining in. Hey, look who it is. I was wondering if I streamed long enough that I wanted to be on long enough today, to do the live stream long enough today that I ran into all of my regular people. Because I just, thought to myself how great it would be to, get you guys in a live stream. And I know that some of you have been wanting to do this. So I'm glad that we were able to do it. And please, pardon my appearance. I have been really going at it today with cooking this soup. And I have pushed myself way past my limit. So the timing is good to catch those of us ahead in time. Okay, well, I'm glad. I actually had like a 2-hour stream earlier today, and had a 2-hour stream earlier today, and then this one's been going on for 87 minutes. So yeah, and the whole time that I've been streaming, I've been working in the kitchen, preparing this soup and talking to people. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. That's for sure. That is for sure. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. But what happens with me is, like, first I get pain in my neck and in my arm and in my back, and then if I bear that long enough, if I keep going, then that's when I start getting pains in my stomach and my abdomen. Now, I've been wearing the Vibe a lot today, for most of the time that I've been streaming. So I'm still hurting, but normally I'd have to sit down, and I just really couldn't take this. So I mean, either it's my determination to stay with you guys, or this Vibe is really helping me with deal with things, because everything that normally hurts right now, but it doesn't hurt as bad as it usually does. Like when I'm at work, when I have my one shift a week, because I think that's the equivalent with what I've done today of what I'd be feeling. But one thing that the Vibe is not helping me with is my energy. I just feel so exhausted right now. I mean, I'm so tired. I just feel like I've hit a brick wall. And I'm trying to stick with it. I'm trying to get through this, and I'm staying busy. The soup is cooking over here, and I'm over here washing dishes. My wife is out with the kids. I don't want my wife to come home and have this big mess that I left her because I decided to do a cooking stream. So I want to get the dishes washed. I want the kitchen to look neat, and the soup to be done whenever she gets back. But it's taking everything taking everything that I've got in me to make this happen. So I apologize for my looks. I know I probably look like a sweaty mess and maybe have some awful expressions on my face, but I'm going to get through this. Because, hey, gotta make this special. It's our first stream together. So, you know, and I don't know when we're going to be doing another one of these. So, gotta keep going. Okay. Tomorrow, I'm not doing anything tomorrow except eating this soup. I can see you are very tired. Hopefully rest soon, Todd, but we really appreciate your cooking, showing you're doing well. You know, guys, I mean, I appreciate all of you. You look okay. Have to get going, get ready for work. Good night. Hey, Peter, thank you so much for stopping in. It was so good to, you know, speak with you and to see you in the chat. It really means a lot to me, and I hope you have a good day, man. And thanks for everything, all your support over the year. I started to say over the years, but because it's felt like years, but it's only been one. It's only been a little more than one, but it feels like it's been 5. If y'all don't recognize Peter from the comments, I mean, he's always been just wonderful and very supportive, and I mean, he has such good responses to things, just like so many of you. Yeah, it feels like years to you too. Yeah, and so and like Meow Meow and Michelle Blacka and that LINDC. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to remember your tags because I recognize all you guys, and you guys have always, you know, commented and been so supportive to me. I mean, for so long. Hey, Pam. The soup is on the oven. All the vegetables are in there, and it's simmering. I've got the meat. It is lightly brown, and its grease is draining off of it over here. And so I'm trying to get this kitchen cleaned up, wash these dishes, get everything straightened up while my soup is cooking over here in this pot. That reminds me, I need to go over here and stir this soup. So let me see if I can. Ooh. Oh yeah. That's got to be stirred. Pour all that condensation off of there. I want to let you see down inside this pot here. Now I haven't added the meat yet. It's still, the meat is still, the grease is still draining off of it. So that's how the soup's coming along there. You look, I hope the camera's good enough that you can look and see the little bit. Some granules of garlic in there, and green beans and onions and corn and carrots, celery, potatoes. Got those field peas in there. Yes, it's very hearty, very hearty. It makes for a good meal. You don't need anything else with this. Just a bowl of this, and you've got a full meal. Whatever kind of cracker or bread or a lady that I work with, she made some cornbread, some good old Southern cornbread. She made some cornbread to go with hers. I put some in a bowl for her, and she said it was fantastic with the cornbread. And then my grandmother used to make, and my mom still makes a really good cornbread in a cast iron skillet. And I need to get my mother's recipe, but my cousin has my